my dog just took a huge shit on the carpet, and that's why I'm queuing to. Is it 3:53 p.m.? So I wanted to like talk about. Oh my god, my nice. I wanted to talk about Goatis and his philosophy. My teammate. I give up already, bro. It's in my net. Wait, it's alright. The Goatis philosophy. So Goatis is an interesting person, right? He's a I don't know. I've heard a lot of good and bad, right? I think he's an interesting person, but oh my god, I think he's not a good guy. um, I've heard a lot of claimed stuff about him, which I don't think have ever been proven fully true, but yeah. I mean, if someone's making those claims about you, like, Jesus, bro. Anyway, um, at the end of the day, I still think he's a very interesting person, and that his philosophy is also very interesting. And like, I just like his philosophy when it comes to nature and living nice, nearly as a person, just like living as a natural human animal, you know, like. I don't know. I've always loved nature and stuff, but I've always thought humans have been so egotistical. Like, fuck. We, dude, some people don't even view ourselves as animals. And it's just like, we almost have this godlike figure around ourselves. And it's just like, why? Like, we think we're so far above nature and above animals. It's actually, like, insane. It's actually pretty natural to to think like that. Like, that's such a like a natural feeling to be like egotistical or whatever. Like, how can you say you're this good but then be also anyway? Please, no, he gets that. um, yeah, and it's like I was watching like one of his go teammate. Please, bro, why aren't you there? I was watching one of his videos about Clav because I think Clav, he is also an interesting person, but I don't think he's entirely right, and I think he needs help, bro. My teammate, I think that he's got a lot of things wrong with him, and Goatis made a video about that, about him and his philosophy, like Clav's, and like I do agree with Clav where like looks matter and stuff, but it's not completely everything, and he takes it so far where it is like actually affecting his health and his mental well-being and everything about his life purely just to look that little bit better, right? um I really never nice I really never understood why, like I knew that looks matter and like maybe a better jawline or whatever matters, but like I was trying to think like, okay, I never really understood why looks actually matter. Like yes, a more prominent face shape or whatever looks more attractive, but why? Like, why in our brains is it like that? And actually, Goatis was talking about that Clav, all these surgeries and all of these things that he's doing is just a cope to, or just a unnatural way. I kind of saw that to look more like nourished, right? Because biologically in your brain, attraction is viewed based off of how nourished you are. So obviously, if you are obviously super skinny or like super fat or whatever, oh no, it came so quick at me, bro. Like obviously that's gonna, like if you're short as well, like if you think about it, like the more nourished you are biologically, like if you're taller, if you're whatever, you're just like more attractive, and that's that makes sense. And like, no, what? I didn't have my flip? No way. Gosh. Anyway, I was thinking about that, and that was really interesting. And it's like, all these things that Clav is... No, it's in my note. All these things that Clav is doing is just cope to make up for either his malnutrition when he was growing up or his malnutrition now. Like skincare, for example. Like, you're putting man-made serums... What, teammate? Oh my god. On your body to cover up, like, the fact that your diet is poor. And no, I thought I could get it over him. And it's kind of weird. Instead of just changing what we eat, we kind of buy all these serums and stuff. Because I can't lie, I do have like skincare. I do skincare, and I do like under eye, like for eye bags and stuff. Like, instead of actually just fixing, like going into the sun, eating good foods and stuff, being active to get rid of the eye bags, like, oh, that's bad. We buy all these serums and stuff. Like, the pharmaceutical and like, obviously, like skincare and all of that, it is such a huge industry. And honestly, I kind of get it why... Nice. I kind of get it why they don't push, obviously, like, eating better. And I was thinking about diet, because like, diet is really important, and I never really I never really clocked to me how important diet is. And it's kind of like everything, bro. It's like, it makes who you are. It makes who you are now. Like, if you got two identical twins and grew one up on some like grain sludge, like, or like some vegan diet or whatever, and then you raised the other twin on like a really strong, like, oh my god, beef diet with high quality steaks, like even eating liver and stuff, like, I feel like they would turn out so different that they wouldn't become unrecognizable. But like, I don't think you'd be able to tell that they're identical twins. That would be an interesting experiment. That would be a really messed up one though. But I actually wonder, that's in my net, that's interesting. I wonder what actually would happen. Because I've been thinking about it, like I don't think this grain, like grain sludge basically, and vegan or vegetarian diets, I don't think they're healthy at all, right? And I mean, that's primarily based off of like our ancestors and stuff grew up eating meat. And the thing I actually kind of disagree with Goatis about, oh my god, they're bad, is he's a really big supporter of like a raw meat diet, raw liver specifically. And fuck. And that's something I kind of... I don't know, honestly. I don't know. Because... No way, how's that in my net? Because he's like... Like, obviously, there's no way raw fucking liver and meat can taste good, first of all, right? I don't think I want to do that to myself. And I don't know if I want to try it, because obviously salmonella and all these things, right? But I feel like if you grew up eating raw meat and stuff, you wouldn't get salmonella. But then if a kid... Like, I don't even know, actually. Like, I don't know. It's a weird thing. And, like, I wonder how big the health benefits actually are. Because his philosophy, and he's done studies and stuff, which I don't know how true they are realistically, but, like, his... Like, basically, he cooks the nutrients. Like, his philosophy is cooking the food is cooking a good load of the nutrients out. What's my note? That was such a bad thing for my teammate to do, bro. And it's just like, I wonder how much... It's such a bad touch, bro. I wonder how much of it's actually true. But I do think a meat diet is very good, but then like also as well, if you do want to eat raw meat and stuff, you need a good How did he say that? You need like a good source of meat, of high quality, trustworthy meat, and it's just like, it's just nah, bro. Like that's just too much, and nah, I can't get to that. He's gonna pass it. He's gonna fake it. I get that. Nice. I don't think that's worth it, right? But I'm still gonna, cause he still like likes when people eat meat, even if it's cooked, right? It's better than grain sludge or whatever. But like, oh man, I'm so shit. But I don't know how I'm gonna score this. No, I missed. Why did my teammate go back there? What the hell? I'm missing that again. Why would he die for that, bro? He's so bad. That's just... I don't know. Anyway. Like... Yeah. I want to eat it like a meat-based diet. No, he spawned on the right side. This game is going to shit, bro. But, I do agree with him. I think grain sludge... No, why does he keep turning away when it's a free ball? Like, what the funk, man? Anyway. Like... I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, he does talk about as well, like, the elites, basically control you. Not control you, but they, like, obviously feed you this diet and grain sludge. So you're not malnutrition, but you're just... So you can live. So you can just stay alive, you know? So you're not filled with energy or strong or whatever. And that's another thing I agree with him about. Like, I mean, it's pretty obvious that the elites do those kind of things to control you. And I kind of was thinking about, like, this made me think, okay, thank God I'm versing him. That made me think about, like, because at least in Australia, and I know in England, and I know in a couple other countries, farmers really struggle. Like, they're struggling to keep their business alive. And there's so many taxes and there's so many things that, like, you know, farm equipment is heavily taxed and is expensive. And it's like, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, they tax these farmers so heavily so that they have to, you know, basically give the cows grain sludge instead of, like, making them, like, eat grass, like grass fed. Like, that was another thing that came to my mind. I'm like, that makes complete sense, and it would be kind of stupid if they didn't do that, you know, if they want control over a population. Ooh, that's... Okay, it's fine. Go, teammate, go. Whoa, what are you doing, bud? That's my note, is it? Oh my god. Anyway. I don't know. I don't think raw meat, like... It's fucking raw meat, bro. Because he's kind of a hypocrite as well. He always talks about, like, yeah, our ancestors grew up eating meat and stuff, but, like, they also would have fucking cooked it and stuff as well, you know? Like, I don't think our gut is, made for... Like, I mean, that was kind of like our biggest evolutionary trait was fire. And I guess we would have evolved from it, no? Like, and there's no way our ancestors didn't cook their food, bro. Let's be fucking for real. I don't know, did they? Probably, surely, right? I still think, like, a good meat diet is like good, but I'm cooking that shit, bro. But I don't know, I was thinking like if you want a good diet as well, you need good high quality food. Like that is so expensive, bro. It is so expensive. And like even if I want like fish or whatever, if I want all these things, like there'd be microplastics in I mean there is microplastics in fish. Wouldn't be surprised if there was like I mean there's microplastics like in the air, bro. Like it's everywhere. It's actually bad. And will we ever be able to escape it? Like will I ever truly be fully, oh my god, fully healthy? I don't think so. But I don't know. I just don't want to be like, I don't want to make my whole life based on my fucking diet like what Goatis does, bro. Raw liver is just is it delicious. Like, bro, there's no way it's delicious, bro. And I've heard so many people say it tastes like fucking ass cheeks. Oh, please, bro. Cam shit. And I don't know, he talks about living like a very natural life, but Goatis, he talks about like, he is such a hypocrite though. Oh my god. No, I nearly triple tapped that, bro. He's the biggest hypocrite because he talks about like living a natural life, but then he gets like he has a hair transplant. And he's like, oh, I think surgeries are good so you can produce better. And like, it's kind of like, he's not one of those like health gurus that lives like, wants to live fully naturally, of like living in the woods. Which honestly, like, I would like that. I would enjoy living in the woods. Like, I'd still want, like, not completely, like, not shitting in a fucking, you know, obviously I'd still use modern day advancements, because, I mean, why wouldn't you? But, like, oh shit, that was probably dumb for me. But, like, he's really, like, dialed in on the diet factor. Which, like, it makes sense, but, like, he talks about living naturally and stuff, and then you have a fucking hair transplant. Like, and he's sitting there making YouTube videos with this HyperX Quadcast RGB mic. It's like, bro, I don't know, man. But to be fair, he does talk more about diet. I should have scored that. That's so bad for me. Which is fair enough, I guess. Free ball. And nice. Yeah, it's just stupid. I'm gonna fake chow. He's such a bot. Why did I just call him you? Like I'm in a six man's. Wow, he jumped. I got bumped. Wow, he's going as well. Fair enough. Well, GG. That was a good chat. That was fun. I liked that talk because I've been thinking about Goatis so much, like, and his philosophy, and I've been trying to like implement it. Like, I've been buying more meat, but obviously I'm not gonna fucking cook it. And yeah, thanks for watching. Classic Goatis outro.